Thank you guys for coming out. This project has been one that we started 2 years ago now, and we were able to move into a storefront in Columbia Place Mall within the first year of opening. And year 2, we have our own real estate here in the Vista. A big deal for us because we are an African-American owned business, an African-American owned business that actually owns the real estate here in the Vista. We are thankful for all the support the Vista Guild has given.
Tell me a little bit about the concept of the store, because it's more than just a store.
Right. So I love art, and first, music, art, and fashion, it goes together. They don't operate with each other. So when you come into the store, the ceiling is completely painted with things that represent me, things that are part of my life. So if you come in, make sure you look up. The ceiling is filled with paintings, but music. We play music here, and we tie it all in together. Fashion, music, and art is really the culture. And when I say culture, I'm talking about hip-hop culture. That's what the store represents. We sell urban fashion, and we do a lot of things out of the store as well that kind of connects to that, because we hold a painting set. We do that once a month, and we paint really cool things that are part of the culture. So we tie in art, we tie in fashion, we tie in music, and that's what you get when you come to DMR.
Okay. Now, you guys are also using the store as a semi-event space?
Absolutely. So we rent out the space. We actually rent this place out 1 to 2 times a week, but we clear everything out, and it's just an open canvas, so people come in and they have parties, meet and greets. They hold their own events, so whatever their thing is, they rent out this place, and they get to come to an environment that's different, right? It's all white. The ceilings are painted with really cool art. The floors are black, so it's a cool place from the outside looking in. And for the people that rent this space, the biggest attraction is the white walls, black floors, and then obviously the ceiling being painted.
Intimate, versatile, and conveniently located in the Vista, 617 Lady Street, the perfect event space for all of your needs. This quaint and comfortable 800 square foot event space is just the right size for a meeting, business, social, bridge or card club, sip and paint, reception, drop-in, parties for all ages, and whatever you have in mind. For up to 50 people seated, try theater style or a classroom style with seating for up to 64 attendees, conference style for an event with up to 68 participants, and banquet style seating for 48 to 69 guests. Or choose a standing event with a few high top tables for a capacity of around 100. The rental of 617 Lady Street includes the downstairs retail space and a restroom. Tables and chairs are available for a nominal fee. So call 803-439-8809 or visit the DMR events page on Facebook and book your next event in the heart of the entertainment district in the Vista, downtown Columbia, South Carolina at 617 Lady Street.
Right. Now, you guys recently hosted an event for college students to come up with some designs for your t-shirts. Could you tell me a little bit about that?
So college and high school students, actually, Canvas Eruption. So we did a panel, and it was more about educating the children versus the cool art piece, but the education piece was my agenda, but for them it was very exciting to be able to create and design their own t-shirts. So for the winners of Canvas Eruption, they actually got the opportunity to have their shirts here in the store. So that was a big deal for the students, but for us it was huge to teach them the business, all the different avenues in the retail business. So it was cool, and the kids really enjoyed it.
Okay.
Canvas Eruption unveiling, big deal for us. Dreamcatchers Foundation is my nonprofit organization, and within the nonprofit organization, we joint ventured with DMR, and we had a competitive competition between students, and we have their artwork here today, so please support them. Every t-shirt that is on an actual table, a student did. So we want to say a big congratulations to each student. I'm so proud of you guys. Thank you for participating. We're looking forward to next year. We're going to do Canvas Eruption every year. We're going to make it an annual event, so I want all of you to come back. And if you're graduating from college, still come back. Help us help young people figure out what their dreams are. We're really passionate about, within Dreamcatchers and DMR, teaching individuals how to become entrepreneurs. One of the things that we're missing in college and in high school is we're not teaching entrepreneurship. So as we move forward with Dreamcatchers, our main focus is to teach entrepreneurship and build character within students, giving them another option if they don't get a job after college, and or if they so decide they don't want to go to college. We want to give them the option to work and drive within their passions and their gifts, because when we're walking within our gift, and we're walking in our purpose. And I think ultimately that's what God wants each of us to do, is to walk in our purpose.
Now, you also sell the book. People can also purchase the book from the store as well, correct?
Right. So what becomes of a broken soul? That is correct. So you can come into the store, you can purchase the book, and we have a couple authors. So for individuals that need a place to actually sell their books, we take them and we sell them here as well. Being a writer is also a part of the culture, right? Artists write, painters write, fashion individuals write. So we bring in books for those who have published their own books and they're looking for a place to sell them. And I sell my own book here as well, and a couple of other authors. But what becomes of a broken soul, you can also purchase in DMR fashion.
Okay. Now, in the book, there is a character. Now, you said on several occasions the book is based loosely on your life.
Yes.
Now, define, first of all, tell me a little bit about the main character. And define loosely.
The main character, her name is Rachel. So Rachel Reynolds is her name, and she basically walks you through her life from her childhood up until becoming a woman. I'll be remiss if I didn't say this, but when I say loosely, Rachel's character is probably 98% true. So Rachel's character is hovering in the 100 percentile, but it's about 98% true. 98% true. Rachel is going to show you what becomes of a broken soul. And for Raquel, DMR is a part of that. DMR is a part of what becomes of a broken soul.
I think Rachel had gone her whole childhood being unhappy and having to follow everybody else's rules. The rules of foster care, the rules of, being in your grandmother's house, and you have 6 or 7 other people living there. So Rachel started to get to a place where she wanted to be happy. And when she realized that she wasn't fully happy, she loved John enough to let him go, because she loved him. And she wanted him to go and spread his wings and get whatever he needed, because while he may have needed Rachel, Rachel no longer needed him. So she let him go because she loved him.
Why did you have to tell this story?
I believe that we go through things in life and it's not for us, but it's for us to be able to tell the story to help someone else. So for me, getting it on paper, I felt would save someone's life or create a better life for them. Let them know that you're not by yourself. We all go through trials and tribulations, and a lot of the times we forget that successful people also have trials and tribulations. I don't look like where I come from. I don't look like where I come from, and nor do you have to. So for us to be able to tell the story from a perspective that's real. Rachel, like I said, is 98% true. The entire book is based off my life. I think it inspires people, right? It lets them know that, hey, I've had a difficult time. I've had challenges, but guess what? I can become a business owner. I can own my own store. I can own real estate. I can become an author. So it's huge to be able to share a story that so many people can relate to, so that it can inspire them to overcome what they're going through.
Let me say a word of thanks to all of you who have come to this special event. I want to thank Raquel for her vision, her insight, and particularly, this is an African American story in the Vista. I've got a lot of property owners here in the Vista, of course, and some of them have already walked the area and have seen this beautiful storefront, and they called and said, Ed, who is that? And I say, that's Raquel. She's our new business owner in the Vista, and they are delighted. They are delighted this area is delightful, that this business is where it's at. You've got some fashionable things here. I'm kind of old school, and some of the things is a little beyond where I am. But my kids are totally enthralled about this place and the fashions that it presents. So Raquel, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming home, being a part of Columbia, South Carolina as we continue to grow. Thank you for your insights, your vision. You've allowed us to reach beyond where we need to be, and you've given us some things, some creative possibilities.
I've heard you mention on several occasions you don't look like where you're from, and I know especially in this day and age with social media being what it is, identity and it's so big and it's such a problem and a difficult time, especially with young Black women. You know, and so I don't know if you struggle with an identity problem, but what do you feel? And I always wanted to ask you this: what do you feel you should look like?
For me personally, like I'm not the girl that looks in the mirror and say, "Man, I look good today," or "I'm fine," or I've never been that girl. But for me, it's just about being clean, right? Being together. So when I leave the house, my hair needs to be done. My clothes need to be nice and neat. It doesn't matter how much it costs. It's just being nice and neat and put together well. So for me, that's what I want to look like. Now, when I say I don't look like where I come from, I don't look like my trial. I don't look like my tribulations. I don't look like the obstacles that I had to jump over to get here. I don't look like the struggle. On this side of the fence, I look like everything was so great. So when people see me, they're like, "Man, she has a perfect life. I mean, how can I be like you?" And, you know, I tell people, well, don't be like me. Be better than me. You know, be you. Because the one gift that we all have is to be us. Like, my gift, a part of my gift is to be Raquel. And I'm going to be the best Raquel because I'm Raquel. You can't be the best if you're trying to be me. So the best thing that you can do for yourself is be who you are. That is your most powerful gift. That is what God wants you to be, because you're going to make the largest impact when you become and you walk in the person you are.
You've accomplished a lot. Several successful businesses, published author, nonprofit.
Yes.
So what's next? What's on the horizon?
So you know what? I'll tell you what, I just want to focus heavily on teaching entrepreneurship to children. So that's big for me right now, giving that child a fourth option. I mentioned to you earlier, we tell our kids they have to go to college, they need to go into the military, or they need to get a good job. That's what we tell them. I want to add that fourth option. So you can go to college, you can go into the military, you can find a really good job, which is very difficult in this climate. You know, a high school education does not get you a really good job for most people anymore. But also I want to add, you can become an entrepreneur. You can start working and operating in your gifts and your purposes and make money doing it. So right now, that's really big for me, focusing on teaching entrepreneurship to our youth.